all up there as well. Rez gonna try and find first blood. In fact, a nice first kill. Zori, quick response at large though. Hampus, though, on the flip side, gonna find one. In fact, Nork there to support, and the bomber's been mollied off. A team molly, in fact, but X7 is gonna find himself a chance, an opportunity, but a second kill to X7's name. Leaves ZTR and Plopsky alone, and this A site fairly compromised, hollowed out by the HAVU side as Slowy edges his way on forward. A beautiful chance to get a bomb plant. NIP set back a fair bit, but still well within the equation to take their first.
Absolutely. Bomb being planted, but ZTR not going to hold back. As you said, this youngster is absolutely insane. Plopsky joins in as well. Nice little crossfire set up there for X7. Trickling in, though, onto Connector. Slowy's able to find one with the pistols. X7 as well. Maybe this is doable from the HAVU side. Slowy down to 4. ZTR joining in on the fray as they look to push through mid, but that's the B-site control. That's where they want to take it. ZTR's footsteps has been noticed. Nork coming in for the rotations as well, but the bomb will take some time until it gets there. But oh my word, Nork, oh, he had no idea. He just walked by a player of the HAVU side. Now, as they do try and get themselves on the bomb site, it's Nork by himself. It's difficult. Famas from behind. He's getting pincered in. Nork is going to play it down slow. And Nork, I mean, he's got an AUG, but what can you do against 3 players? Slowy with the M4 has the right lineup, and figure out that Rez is holding down jungle. A little bit of a peek could be a little bit of a detriment to them. Nork is able to find that frag. Rez as well with 2. And NIP have turned it right back in their favor. Zori and Slowy now both are alive for the HAVU side, but that's gonna last too long here from Slowy. Zori tries his luck, but he gets pincered in. Plopsky with the final kill. They can just play safe. Bomb is planted for them on ramp. 2 players holding that down. Numbers advantage for them on that A site. NIP know that they're in a tough spot economically, so saving those rifles onto the next round is of essence. Okay, Slowy turning up the wall hacks. Hampus does reposition. Not quite sure if he's been spotted out, but now he has. Slowy finds that kill. Nork at the same time finds 3 of his own, because why not? NIP showing they can do damage even if they're going to lose their round.
Going to engage, possibly try and get on through the smoke as well. This could be a big play. Oh my God. Plopsky, good for 1, but big damage onto another 2. Leaves Hampus in a great position to find 1. Zori up close. M4 doing lightning work here as ZTR going to chime in with a Desert Eagle. And it seems to be HAVU relegated out of pole position as NIP looking strong.
They do indeed. And the smoke story does get shut down in the end. That is going to be the round here from NIP. Reds finding final frag, surviving with 3 players. NIP solid stuff, have brought down to the last penny.
Oh, beautiful shot from Nork to open things up. Will they expect ZTR up close? No, they will not. Jemmy, good for 1. An aerial with another, however, so things become a little bit scary. Rez up close towards Connector. Plopsky as well going to be there for assistance, and he catches Slowy's back through the smoke, and so no problems at all as Rez going to chime in with 1 more aerial, making it a little bit more costly for the NIP side, but it seems to be they've got things well under wraps. But Ariel going back in for seconds.
He is indeed. Not many seconds remaining left, but he might catch Plopsky off guard. Nope, not going to happen. NIP make that work. But yeah, as you said, HAVU did make that fairly expensive for the NIP side, right? I mean,
And NIP have gathered so much control towards ramp. ZTR off angle could be beautifully done as well. Slowy, he won't expect this whatsoever. He's going to peek the wrong angle. Beautiful first. And ZTR nearly with a second, but damage has been done. And Rez, the cleanup crew inbound towards ramp. Bomb dropped. 3 players gone. Naught to tally it to 4. And you best believe NIP have found 7. What a perfect round. And that stemmed from the aggression towards ramp. ZTR keeping his cool.
And at this point, and HAVU are getting desperate, looking to play aggressive onto the B side as nades do follow through, trickling in. Plopsky there to hold down the ground. Nork and Rez, though, have got a shooting gallery here in market. Plopsky with 3. Jemmy on site is the last one of 4 with a pick in his hand. And they are blocked out of sight. A nice little smoke there does allow ZTR to push through, but Rez is able to find that first frag onto Jemmy. HAVU do get themselves their bomb plant here, but X7, look at the rotation. I don't think the drop has been heard. He will be able to get a frag. No, holds on to his trigger and will be able to find the flank onto short. The bomb has been planted for Catwalk either way. As soon as Ariel does peek out, he's good for 1. Push coming in through. Ariel with a second. X7 finds the last one from behind. Nice push there from HAVU. Exceptional stuff. And they get themselves on the board. Distance there from Rez coming in from short, getting the trade through. But looks like HAVU have their sights on the A site. Only a couple of players holding it down from NIP. CTR from CT gets caught off guard. Doesn't matter. He does find the 2 frags in the end. Oh my word, Hampus. Now he's so close to Zori pushing up through the smoke. He knows what's going on. Oh, he's able to find Jemmy as well. Unspotted, unscathed. Hampus with 4 this round. Double digits now gained for NIP. They look unstoppable.
Just waiting for his chance. That flashbang good, but caught with a smoke out, and that's cost him his life. Hampus, I was going to say good for a kill, but HAVU wreaking havoc towards A. Nice shot from Nork to try and level things out slightly. A 3 versus 2. The no scope up close working to great effectiveness. As the push might be inbound, Aerial already up close. The nade just going to chunk a bit of damage away from Aerial. Down to 77. Nork is going to try and push out towards Connector and his teammates there to assist as well. NIP, it's a do-or-die moment. Being the last round of the half, they've got to press and go for this. There's no point saving. Opsky going to be leading the charge, and so a first kill will be obtained. Nork missed shot, and that might just cost him his life. Oh my god, Nork! What was that shot? What?
But they're going to take slow on the rotations here. Doubling back on this. Plopsky does peek it through. Not able to find the first frags. Nork and Plopsky both finding 1 apiece. NIP on site have the numbers right now. Have the positioning. They can just hold it down and wait for HAVU to push through. Rez not exactly pointing on the pieces there. Plopsky and Nork join in for the last 2.
Harsh for them, and when Slowy finds the first onto Rez, NIP, they've got some thinking to do in the short push inbound. Slowy to try and hold things down. Beautiful tag. Plopsky to low HP, and in fact, they are going to push on forward. Slowy's caught off another Desert Eagle of Jemmy. Good for 1, but the trade from Nork leaves them in a 2 versus 3.
Amazing stuff. CTR find that last headshot there, but it's down to 2v2. Bomb being planted. Rotation coming in from Catwalk as well from Aerial. UMP in that long distance. Spray down in the end. Finds CTR. And it's all up to New York now with the Galil. Padding it out. Oh, now they know where he is. Peeks through. Does quite a bit of damage. Re-peeks the second corner. Finds 1 to kill onto Aerial. It was a headshot to do it. Peeks again. Aggressive movement. Draws out the pistol. Doesn't find the shot. X7 is the one to do it. Oh my word. Draws out the pistol. Finds the kill. Plenty of time to defuse. No kit required either. And that's going to be HAVU on the board straight out of the bat. Nade thrown. Oh, the damage. The red on the left side of your screen. Aerial finds 1. Plopsky down to 2, survives with his life, 7 HP remaining on X7. 2 players in mid. Aerial finds a shot. Should be fairly simple here. Hampus and Nork in these long distances, only looking to find some headshots, but they're not going to be very successful in doing so. 1 by 1, they get slaughtered. HAVU end up with a flawless round. Perfect chance indeed. NRP do have the numbers. And HAVU the left and a little bit of a pickle pinch it in though. Look at the rotation. Plopsky will push through apartments, knows where Jemmy is, makes a lot of noise, Hampus. And it's going to be simple. They had no idea he was there, and it's all up to Aerial now on the wrong side of the map in that they'll have 4 rounds between themselves and their opponents. And that 4 round difference is a little bit pressuring, especially considering the fact that NIP are closer. Indeed. And there's only 1 player onto the A side. A couple of players looking towards mid, Connector and Window in Chicken's Nest. But NIP looks like they might have a good push through if they get in fast. Aerial does get a frag in mid, and that means that Hampus knows what's going on with Aerial. He's able to punish that one through, but surely NIP will trickle in. Slowly holding down the line. He's able to find 1. Now peeking through. Not able to do too much. They're down to 33. Sprayed down through the box. And that will mean the bomb plant surely will come through. Rotation from Jemmy, though. Look at the forward pushing that. Jemmy and X7 both are on this fast, but ZTR not going to permit that anytime soon. Finding that headshot.
Setting up a 14th off the back of that one, because not only, of course, a HAVU depleted in terms of money, it's going to be the confidence that NIP bring. They are going to try and make the most of it. Flashbangs over, the fast A smokes inbound, and NIP looking to explode out towards A. Aerial good for 1. A second bomb dropped as well. This UMP doing all the work right now as Rez good for 1. The trade is found, and the spam on through could be the end of NIP's time in this one as Rez swings wide and spots out 3. AWP tagged, and now it's Hampus that needs to go huge as he's alone against 3. Good for 1. A second could be found as well, but tagged up through the box leaves him down to 15. He does spot the man on the cross as well.
But NIP need to be fast. Bomb is ticking. Zori already on site, getting the spray down. The barrel of the weapon of Hampus was shown.
Could be the man to try and shut down Aerial completely, but no. He's going to go to the wrong place. He's going to go Palace instead of ramp. Plopsy good for 1, however. And so they'll be very aware of the flank, quite possibly.
Oh, though. Look at this, Ariel coming in. He may be able to spot a couple of players here in dark. Oh, it's going to be tough. Not much time remaining. Add a numbers at advantage. HAVU are going for this either way. Oh, spots out Plopsky. What a shot, though. Deletes Ariel out of existence. NIP looking so strong, getting themselves a 15th right now. Match point underway. It's not looking great. NIP could close this one out, close their opponent's map pick, and start with a 1-0 on the map scoreline in this best of 3. If HAVU are able to get themselves a rifle out of that, it wouldn't be too bad of a deed. The Rez coming in from mid. Plopsky knows what's going on. Zori on the flank, caught off guard. And just like that, NIP find themselves in a 4v2. Ariel now, trying his luck. Tetris push. ZTR finds a headshot. Jemmy all by himself. He's going to be able to find one, but a 1v3 flash gets drawn out. 25 pieces of health. Will try his luck from jungle, but the bomb being planted, this is not going to be easy at all. He needs nothing less than a miracle here.
And as he presses on towards CT, it's Plopsky to deliver the final headshot. NIP up 1-0, and of course, HAVU's map pick torn away from them. Their only shot... Already finding a first onto Jamie leaves them the man down immediately. Not even 20 seconds in, and we've lost a first man and a second, as Hampus does not stop there towards B. Ariel good for a kill onto ZTR, but in fact takes 7 and Zori to find one apiece, leaves things into a 3 versus 2, but the HP still well within reach for the NIP side. As a promising start, I feel like, but HAVU, oh my, 3 players in towards Connector, what is going on?
Zori from heaven. But the bomb hasn't been planted yet. No, nice little peek there from Zori. Nice little one-tap headshot there onto Plopsky. That means that Nork is all by himself. Needs to recollect the bomb down to 33. Couple of bullets should do the job. But yeah, HAVU, they're playing time. They're playing with NIP's feelings right now. Not going for the plant. X7 peaks just at that time. And they manage to win off the pistol round. And they may be able to find a few frags, especially with Jemmy coming in from behind with that MP7, finding one distraction now on their behalf. Nork is able to find one, but Jemmy closing back up. 3 players to peek out through. He's only able to find one as there's so many players peeking that angle. Hampus, though, trying his luck, but Slow will be able to receive them, no problem whatsoever.
And NIP taking and taxiing their way through towards Connector. Ariel might just be the first man to fall. Plopsky, oh my god, doesn't catch him completely. ZTR caught completely off guard as well. And HAVU gifted a 2-man advantage out of nowhere, and NIP nothing to show for it.
The AWP will be able to get that long distance kill underway. Slurry repositions in Toxic. A little bit of a lineup setup. Smoke from short, but it's main that NIP are looking to push through. Find a frag, potentially. X7 peeks through. Headshot found. Slurry as well joins as well. But it's all up to Nook. 1v4. Really, not much he can do it. Chi grenade thrown down to 40. Desperately looking for a frag. Finds one, but that's going to be it. HAVU with a 4-0 start, opening this map on a very good note. They need to be fast with this one, because they have shown themselves all of a sudden. Ariel was able to find that one frag, but they are going to come in from long as well. Zori has the right angle. Will he check the corner? No, Hampus is able to catch him off guard. Is that going to be all? Ariel holding it down. Hampus with a second one. Crisis averted, though, with slowly shutting him down, but Nork now able to get himself back into the fray. Nork down in a 1v2. He's able to find one nearly with a clutch there. NIP nearly win off that round. It was extremely... There's not much time remaining. They're going to commit with this. Jemmy coming up close and personal with the MP7, the shortest ranged weapon of his team currently. X7, though, with the AUG scopes in. He's able to find one, but the smoke is down to allow the bomb to get down as well. Zori, oh, he finds a shot onto ZTR, down to 10 HP. Pistol shot should do it, but that allows X7 to push up aggressively. Plopsky joins in as well. But Zori will be ready for that. Yes, he will. Finds a frag. All of a sudden, this is becoming dangerous for the NIP side. Our Rez, though, he's getting that one. Zori, though, he's with the AWP as well. He can match this aggression. Peeks out. It's not going to take some time. Wrapping around Monster. Oh, Zori! What a shot! Absolutely out of his mind with time to spare on the defuse. HAVU do not let go of their winning streak. 6-0.
The timing. You won't expect 3 people here.
Oh,
but
no.
It's cost him his life. That's poor. Rez, good for one. But here we go. Plopsky deleting his teammate. ZTR removed from the round, and even he gets shut down completely. A 3 versus 3 scenario. Utility thrown out. X7 looking for his chance, and he'll be given that. Rez dropped, and the AWP have naught to try and mop things up. And a team kill might have just cost them the round, as HAVU, with a minute to strike, are in a 2 versus 3. NIP need to find a way to level things out once more. Nork granted a chance, but the AWP ducks away out of time. And oh my word, is this becoming even spicier than it already was.
Oh, but the wraparound here from Slowy, he's able to catch Nork off guard. Finding that frag does get him back in game, but Hampus is in a 1v3, getting wrapped up around behind as well. He's able to find Jemmy, but needs to be careful. Not quite wary of X7's position. HAVU continue with a 7, but they need to take this gradual approach to it. They can't look at the grand scheme of things, saying that HAVU is so far ahead. But their lineup here is good for Slowy already. Molly drawn out is able to trade that one out as Plopsky's Flames do give him a little bit of barbecue. Aggression, though, from Hampus does find that one frag for Jemmy. Maybe favorable for NIP right now. Not finding one. Rez with another. So NIP finding kills on all fronts. Nothing too flashy, but it works out. And that's where they're going to be able to get the bomb planted down. X7 is able to spot one player down, but not for long. NIP make it work. Zore, though, he's got a good lineup here. Oh, okay, Hampus. That was very long range, but finds a headshot. All of a sudden, they may be able to do this. X7, though, he's able to come back in time from dumps to find a frag and help out onto the A site. 3-man strong now for the defense. Ariel doesn't fall back from A-Long and he's able to hold it down. Continuing to devour one by one. ZTR and Plopsky also join in on the fray. ZTR not quite able to find a spray down onto the second. Slowy and Jemmy join in as well. The Chimes, they come through. Nork with 2. With one player surviving, NIP get themselves a second. X7 with a pistol. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. They have no idea. No idea whatsoever, but it's just too far to find the right angle onto the headshot. And that does mean he's just going to cause some commotion as they do trickle in, as they do find the frags. Ario able to return in time, but Hampus is devouring them one by one. Down to 2v2, actually. HAVU still are in this. Aerial right through the smoke, a little bit of a gap through it. He's able to spot him out. Nork from behind, though. Oh, misses the no-scope. Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, draws out the bomb, but that's not going to be what you want to get the win here. HAVU
gonna try and tickle him down even more, and it will be the AK of Nork to open things up. The B-bomb site left exposed as, oh, ZTR, good for another, and even dinks X7 down to 20 as he tries to make his way around the side of the smoke. Hampus to find them through, Rez with another.
The fact that NIP are at this point does mean that they need to keep on winning these rounds. Finding the AWP as well does mean that they do create some more chaos too. Not gonna matter too much though, as NIP are chiming into the left side, to the right side on that, if I may. Hampus with a nice little pick there, but Jemmy, oh, he needs to be careful lining up. Spray coming through. Rez finds the refrag. Coming in from behind. X7 as well. Hampus need to be careful. He can hear the footsteps, so he's able to find the frag, and all of a sudden needs to look behind once more. Aerial down to 7, but NIP find themselves onto site. Rotation coming in from Zore, but it's not going to be soon enough. NIP 3 versus 2 coming into this one. And with not much util remaining here onto the HAVU side, there's not much he can do. Nice little frag there from Nork. That's probably going to do it. Zore in a very tough feat against him. Know exactly where he is. Not finding the headshot onto Nork. And that means that NIP get the 6-9 scoreline that you talked about, Retro. 3 different angles for where they want to push through. Maybe 4 if they decide to come up from main, but look at the aggression from X7. Oh, Plopsky's able to pop him out, saves his teammate's life. Slowly pushes through. Rez with the frag. 2 players remaining now from HAVU. One by one, they will fall. Jemmy finds one, but it's not going to be enough. Lovely retake there from NIP. Maybe in a little bit of trouble here as HAVU close up the gap between themselves and their opponents. Flash to be thrown. Plopsky finds that one, no problem whatsoever. Holding down the line, re-peaks fast, but the trade does come through from Jemmy. 2v3. There's Nork, comes in from behind, does some damage. Not going to be enough though as Hampus does find the frag. Nork finishes off X7, falling back.
Nearly losing his life to it, but it does land just shy. ZTR going to drop the molly as well, as the time being burnt out by the NIP side, and that is going to be every functional chance that they have within this one. Plopsky mollied out, but does find one, and in fact the tag down to Zori as well to 35. It's problem after problem, and HAVU, they don't have enough time to solve them, as it's ZTR now that has to go huge. Already found one, needs to push on forward, but oh my god, look at the HP of the remaining 3. North, 1 bullet to each, and no way. HAVU close it out quite nicely. A 10th to their name now, and NIP are going to be kicking themselves after that one.
to come up ahead in numbers. Coming out from long, Rez though, holding it down. Oh no, draws out the flash, and that means that Rez will get the trade in. Slurry draws one out as well, but it is down to 2v3. But the bomb hasn't been decisive as of where they want to head out just yet. One player approaching A, one player approaching B, and there's one player per site pretty much there to greet them on the NIP side. But look at this luring out. Hampus aggresses through, wins out the trade on that regard. Know that they've got to line up onto the A site, but there's not much time remaining. Hampus draws out the incendiary, allowing them to not push any further, lines them up, finds one, trade does come through. Zori's still alive with most of his health, all of his health actually, but the same could be said here from ZTR. Molly does damage to him, 84 HP. But a bullet to the head should do it either way. Can he find it through? Knows exactly where they are. Each player's location is pretty much compromised at this point. Push out and wide. Will swing there from Zori. Wins the clutch. And now 11-9 HAVU make the win streak going on. But definitely not the position where NIP want to be in right now. Obviously made the wrong read to go towards the A site. HAVU not having too much difficulty getting themselves onto the B site, getting the bomb planted. This is pretty much going to be a shooting range at this point. The NIP trying to chime in as much as they can. Plopsky in the meantime, throughout that chaos, he's able to find one.
And this is a chance. Rez, oh my god, he gained the information, gathered that knowledge, but could not convert. And that leaves Hampus in an exposed position. He'll be traded out quite accordingly. And in fact, it wasn't even a trade. It was simply a frag into the Finns' hands. And with 45 seconds to go, NIP, what decision do they have to make? Well, there's a lot of them and not a lot of time to do it in.
Not a lot indeed. 34 seconds to be exact. X7 goes up a little bit aggressive, finding one frag. NIP, literally nothing they can do. Bomb completely exposed to that A site. Plopsky does find one. Will be able to gain himself that AK-47, but that is not going to be enough. And yeah, it's not going to look good. Of course, you have the more expensive M4s, you have the more expensive incendiaries, and you also need to account for the defuse kits, which is something that they can't relatively afford. So NIP won't be able to aggress through this, but it looks like the A site will be the choice of attack. Peeking through, attempt for Slurry to win out on that trade there. But HAVU is going to be the A site. And the only player holding it down is Rez, and he has to be huge if he wants to keep NIP in this game.
Oh my god, it's so close. They're squeezing out towards long. Rez. It's all about timing. Lines up the first. Needs to find a second, denied by Aerial. A big opportunity as the window's flung open. But Hampus here to stay as he finds one more. Zori against two. Gonna punch in the digits, but it's all too late. NIP find 10. The resurgence is real. The Swedes, they're back in town. And NIP one step closer to leveling things back out.
But they're looking for a pick, which may not come their way. The fact that NIP are playing this slow, playing this collectively, they may not be able to find the frag, but they do. But they need to be fast. 20 seconds remaining. Holpus holding it down. The spray down comes through from Zore. North there from Truck. Only finds one as X7 finds a trade through. But where is the bomb plant? They need to find it soon enough. 7 seconds remaining. Brodsky from behind. Bomb won't get planted. It needs to be out in the open. X7 once more. Runs out of time. NIP win that one out. What is this? HAVU, you have no more time. NIP win more rounds, and it's 11 on the board, closing out the gap.
Here's the movement. Here's the steps. Up close, UMP needs to connect. It does exactly that, and he'll continue to swing. He did spy out a second, and he'll relay that information back across. Aerial gonna get caught out, but it's Jemmy on the site that finds one. Hampus' response at large in a second. In fact, a third. Down to a 2 versus 2. ZTR still lurking around, though. The bomb yet to be planted, and he knows this. It's a position in which it needs to find a kill. Will he expect the man up close? No! Slurry to tap him down. Rez now against 2. It's crumbling for NIP.
It's not looking great, that's for sure. 2v1, but this time plenty of time for HAVU, unlike the last 2 rounds. But the spray down is true for the MPI for the first one, but slowly doubles back on that, swings out wide, finds a frag.
Seem to have solidified themselves into a great advantage, but with 35 seconds, time is now becoming more of a problem than a virtue for the Finns, and Rez's flank could be the whole problem going down. A execute. Rez needs to be careful of connector, and he's caught out by X7. The flank gone, and now the A bomb site overhauled. It is over, I do believe, and unless if a 3 versus 5 can come out, it will be HAVU taking us to a third and final map.
And they need nothing less than a miracle to come back with this one. 5 players remaining for the HAVU side, very close to ending this map and taking it to Nuke. with a chance to actually win out the series and take it to the semi-finals. That's what they want. NIP not going to get let go that easily, though. With the Deagles, they'll try and look for that miracle. Try and find those kills. Slurry, though, he's got the right lineup down. 2 kills easily done. That's it. Nork, there's no way he comes back from this one. HAVU with 16, 11 just for NIP. And that's going to be map number 2 going towards HAVU. That's it. Dusted. Nuke up next. Why am I talking about overpass? It's Nuke. Yeah, but still, 77.8% win rate. Already a kill coming out from Nuke. Nork coming through. Rez as well. Finding 1 frag. Heading onto the A side is exactly what they're looking for. 2 players left. One by one, they're getting shut down. Zori finally fires the punch back, finishing blow onto the head of Nork, down to 2v4. Hampus coming in from behind, pincering them in. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Zori gets shut down as well. Slowly joins the same fate as his fallen teammates, and NMP take off the pistol. But why not? It was a good play there from Nork, so you might as well see it again. Rez, though, finding a nice little frag as they're pushing in, lurking in. Rez finds the follow-up. No knee frag coming in from HAVU. Nothing they can do as Rez tries to reposition, falling up in a little backwards angle. ZTR chimes in with his MP9. Lujemi and Zore finally getting themselves some frags. Shut down, though, with a headshot, with a bullet to the head, towards ramp, but the AWP once again looking to strike, but it's the M4 of Rez that has done all the work. Hampus, in fact, stealing one of them, but Rez will gain his second, and a very quick, simple, and painless pistol round it seems to be, as NIP claim 4. Yeah, can it be simple? I mean, Jemmy will try and get a frag here and there. He's got a deagle. I mean, there are a few players on the NIP side that could be dealt with a couple of bullets. 1 bullet to the head to any of them would work out. But the AWP range from Nork, which is just holding that one out. It's, 19 times out of 20 to the game. With that first map earlier, NIP were able to get themselves ahead, but HAVU with the equalizer later on get themselves on the decider map, which is Nuke. The winner of this does take it to the semi-finals, knocking the other team out of this tournament, out of the Pinnacle Cup. Zore, nice little frag from him onto Plopsky there. Nuclear plant goes up into the air.
We'll have to wait and see. Time ticking away. It seems to be now's the time that they want to pull the trigger. Now's the time they want to try and take some more control. While Slowy's caught off ZTR, Plopsky gone unchecked. 2 to his name already. He's going to drop down as well. Might even be able to find a third for his troubles, but no. Nork and Rez, though, on the back burners, they're able to clean things up quite nicely. And NIP a little more fortified, and HAVU could play a game of mind games. Nork, though, beautiful first shot. Plopsky, big damage as well. It's the second kill converted, and the HP depleted on Zori. Ariel excusing to follow suit as Hampus falls.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad, but on the CT side, you'd expect to have some sort of level of consistency. Rez now, nice little shot though. Zori and Jeremy now the 2 remaining survivors of the HAVU side, repositioning on ramp as well. But he's making quite a lot of noise with that one. Zore from the back of the site. He's able to find one, but now position now compromised. Jemmy gets shut down. All up to Zore in a 1v2. Takes the first shot, doesn't able to connect. And Rez will be able to shut him down just like that. Diffuse coming through. Kit at hand. And NIP will be able to succeed in winning this one out 6-2. And as you said, Retro needs to defend this all by himself. Nork joining in as well. From up top, ZTR falls down, tries to deal with this. Completely flashed down. Rez is good for 2. All of a sudden, Blobsky is able to find 1 more. Everything that HAVU tried in pushing that around got completely stopped in its tracks as Nick clearly
taking into consideration the kill he just gained onto Slowy. The damage done as well towards ramp. I'm interested to see, and hopefully we can get some knowledge on what his ADR's looking like, because holy, this guy, it's just on another level right now, as HAVU are able to slap in those digits, and so NIP can see the plant, but Rez on a tear as he takes his tally 1 more up. X7 alone against 5, and well, he might be good for Nork, and even then Nork delivering a beautiful headshot.
Well, you can't have 2 little tournaments under your belt. Pinnacle Cup is one of them that they'll want to get under their way. ZTR Hampus with a lineup finds 2. Simple round from NIP. It just seemed like HAVU had nothing this round, but they had rifles, they had AK-47s, they still do, but they look like they're non-existent in this game. Shutting down 1 player at a time. Ariel's the only player surviving, but that's not going to be for long, as Rez finds that man as well. And it just seems like coming in from events as well. Hampus draws out the HU grenade, not going to do too much damage. Actually draws down Jeremy to 48 HP, but the bomb has been planted. The rotations are coming in from an NIP. Doubling back on it as well. Aerial, he's holding down the angle. Plopsky, he's visible through the smoke and does get shut down. Rez now from main, tries his luck. He's able to find one, but is that going to be enough? Now Rifles picked up from the HAVU side. Now they can do damage, but Hampus, he's here to come back in this game. Find one frag so far. Two players hiding up from behind, coming up from above. Nork finds both, and maybe NIP have brought this back. But Zorio by himself finds a spray down for the first. Touch the bomb. Hampus for the second. Between the smoke, peeks out wide. Hampus, crisis averted, and NIP will be finding themselves onto double digits to completely take over the map just yet. 4-on-4 in numbers, and on that 1 minute mark, HAVU, they struggle on the T side getting the time right early on overpass, but it looks like they're even struggling before getting to the site here on Uke. One shot found there, beautiful one in fact, and that just puts HAVU further back in this game.
This is unreal. Hampus already won to his name, looking for more. Rez on the flip side of the smoke catches out Yemi, and it leaves them now into a 2 versus 4. HAVU have already made their way towards the lower site, so a promising beginning, quite possibly, with 30 seconds to go. A smoke deployed on the cross. Hampus looking to try and spam on through. The bomb is being planted. Hampus, oh my word, Hampus turned Pog Champus. He's the man that's found NIP 11, and oh my word, this man's a machine.
They're being outlasted here by NIP. It looks like they're just on that tired mark. Third map, getting to that tired stages, but trades are going crazy on outside, but it's Nip to win things through from the get-go. Plopsky finding one last one. HAVU not able to do too much. Pushing on forward, trying to find a first Jemmy. Oh my god! A crow out of the sky, the Eagle just picking up kills. ZTR drops on down. It's nearly a suicide. Fortunately, Ariel was going to pick him up before the embarrassment strikes for NIP. The bomb goes down, and chances created once more. A 5 versus 3. HAVU given a chance. Hampus does find the first, and this is where it becomes spicy. It could be a second to his name as well. A player up close. X7 gonna drop him, however. And so Plopsky and Nork against 4. That flashbang not working out. And so we'll see a 12-3 half. But NIP still a very respectable score to put up. Very respectable indeed.
Has just put a silence to that right now. At least temporary kill found. Hampus getting dinked and slowly to find a second. All of a sudden, it becomes problematic for NIP as they're reduced down to just 20 seconds with the additional minute left remaining. Jemmy now has to hold true towards A, and while he's tapped down one, needs to find more. He does exactly that. Plopsky against 5, and he will not see anything other than the 1. NIP.
And if you're HAVU, you want to take this slow. One by one, you want to win these rounds. But NIP taking this aggressive so far. Not quite able to find too much. MP9 of X7 doing a stellar job. Ariel trying to close up the gap against ZTR, but it's going to be X7 to close it out in the end. Zore and Ariel chiming in for the last 2 from outside, but a very clean round there from HAVU. Yeah, it'll be tough. But at this point, a lot of people know how to get those headshots as they start peeking through. It could be really deadly if he does find that angle. It looks like they will peek through, but Rez is the one to find the headshot instead. NIP finding the winner blow at the start of this round, getting that numbers advantage as Hampus may want to aggress now through A site. Rez finding that kill. ZTR chiming in from outside, but Jemmy and Slowly shutting down the crisis. Bomb now planted. Rez finding Zori, but it's HAVU in the numbers disadvantage for the retake. 2 versus 3. And retaking the B site is a prospect too difficult
to deliver the goods. NIP now only 3 away. I mean, HAVU.
And with 40 seconds remaining, they could even rotate towards B if they want to. Plenty of items on the table for them to choose. And with a smoke out from the start, with the pushing coming through from Hampus, it looks like it may be the A site take after all.
Oh no, it's not. The lower peak, ZTR good for 1, but Slowy's lining up heads. Beautifully done. HAVU, no problems at all for them within this one. Jemmy taking down Hampus, leaving Rez against 4, and with 13 seconds to go, he has to run, he has to hide, and he runs into the Molotov, swings open the doors. He's going to try and go for the plant. He does find the first, but no, in too little time. He does stick it, but actually, instead of dying, I thought just maybe he would have tried to have died to gain the money after time. Absolutely. NIP looking to try and change up the pace, which I do believe could be a good thing for them. Slowly going to drop the smoke inbound. Rez caught with a grenade out, and Jemmy finds himself 2. ZTR looking to oppress. Bomb dropped out on site. Nork left alone against 4. Round gone. HAVU will find 7. Now, hold on just a moment, because we said NIP, a devastating first half will be the beginning of the end. And right now, well, I just don't see HAVU giving up, because it's a 7th now, and it continues to show its value, its worth. And while Nork is good for 1, up above, in the air, I said maybe, just maybe, HAVU's comeback is on. Desert Eagles could rattle some heads, and that M4A1S towards heaven will be nothing but a problem for HAVU, and they need to dispense of it quite quickly. Nork in the close corner. There's Eagle. Rez a second. X7 with more. Slowy's caught off ZTR, and now Rez against 3. Knows the man's in towards heaven. Can't get anything done. The bomb will be defused, but 2 kills at a bomb plant, most certainly very worthwhile. NIP concede 8, but it's money in their pockets they desperately needed. Their T side, well, it's had problems in converting. Zori, oh my god, does he know? Rez, oh no, he's countered by X7, and Zori's found another, so the man advantage quickly turns into nothing but problems as Zori tears a second down. Hampus no more, and NIP with 35 seconds to go had to retrieve bomb, and they more than likely will concede a 9th, and this map becomes a lot more than just NIPs to take. It's a lot more in hot hands, and contention's running high because NIP now only up by 5. And while that is a large prospect to hold, it's soon to become 4. And should they lose the next buy in a round or so, they will be in a world full of hurt. Aerial, though, inbound, could find himself a quick kill. The outside peak campus could catch the flank as well, and if he does, it's going to cement in quite an easy job for NIP. A 5 versus 3, no way they should lose this one out. Hampus actually made his way all the way through towards A, and so concerns are now raised. Do they go back towards A, or do they stick with B? Well, I mean, I for one know they aren't going to be looking anywhere other than this A site, because Jemmy towards lobby now, he needs to go huge, and while he's been caught out by Nork, Aerial found another, so we are back level. And the bomb finally set in place.
Went up in a little bit of a danger. ZTR lined up for him, but he's only getting 1. Jemmy now with 2. Bomb has been planted, but quite soon enough, Hampus is left in a 1v2. Spray down onto Zori. He's able to shut him down, but now position compromised here. Jemmy now with 40 points of health on him. Needs to find that AK-47 he has from the back of site. 1 bullet required. Hampus finds the kill in the end. Crisis averted. NIP pretty much put us in an emotional roller coaster there. It was very tough.
But notice where it's time to turn up. Hampus is always ready in pole position to go. Rez pushing on forward. Jemmy to catch it out. Basic suicide in that sense. But Hampus's quick trade and Jemmy's Molotov has left it down to a 2 versus 4. Zori catching off ZTR from behind, leaving Nork against 4. And it seems to be round 24, quickly slipping between NIP's fingers. And it will be a 14-10 scoreline.
Could be indeed. HAVU now on the verge of getting themselves to double digits. Joining in NIP with that, but Zori stars on his opponent on the last frag as well. They're in vents, but already with a man down, not looking very possible here from NIP. They'll be looking for damage, looking for a couple of kills, even a bomb plant if possible. But with an HE grenade, surely that's going to be a kill onto ZTR. No, still survives somehow. X7 with a spray down. Plomsky down low, but the reinforcements will shortly arrive here from Zori. Aerial will find 1, Zori with the other. Flawless round here from HAVU, as it should be. The pistol round from NIP doesn't really gain too much, but here comes the fall by.
Halves, I feel like on the T side, a lot of rounds slipping between their fingers, but this is their time to show up. Zori up close, that Molotov flushing him out. No one's there for the trade. Finally, Plopsky in to save the day. Aerial, though, on the flip side, this could be big, but Rez catching him out completely. Beautifully done. And now into a 4 versus 3. A big opportunity as the window open wide for NIP to take 15.
They definitely have a chance with this one. Going onto the B side is what they're going for. But Hampus is still lurking on from behind. Slowly he's able to find that 1 frag. The next 7 will try and reposition now onto the B site. try and hold them down as the doors do open up wide. Rez peeks out, finds a frag onto X7, down to 2v3. NIP still with the favoring numbers on getting that bomb plant down. Jemmy pushing up aggressively, spotted out, not really waiting for reinforcements, not waiting for the refrag from Slurry, and that's going to be dreadful. Now NIP will be getting themselves a 15th, beautifully made from them. A search party is after Slurry, not allowing him to eco, but NIP themselves not doing too well on their economy. Will try and save out, but it is match points now for NIP. Could be indeed. A couple of pistols here and there. The Hampus is a man with a rifle, the man that could do most of the damage, but the pistols to find first if tracks. Jeremy and Slowly trying to chime in. 3 kills now gained for them, down to 2v2. Rifles now could be gained here from ZTR, but can they make this work? Onto the A site from above as well. X7 lurking on. 1 minute remaining, still time for NIP to play with us, but do we get the bomb planted? Now they know what's going on. Now they know how this is going to be played out. Chiming in, X7, he's able to find that one frag. AWP now down, Rez all by himself for the AK-47. Has to fend against 2 more players. If he makes this happen, that's going to be game. Finds one. Oh, not quite. X7 saves the day. X7 finds a final frag, and HAVU get themselves to the 13th with the defuse. Close, messy, but HAVU still are in this game. But Ariel goes for a little bit of a spray outside. This guy's been such a big difference maker for HAVU the past few times. It looks like he will be once more. A spray down from Ariel. Absolutely immaculate. 2 players now left here from the HAVU, from the NIP side as Zore shuts things down. Plopsky now, the solo player from NIP, feels lonely, oh so lonely.
Because if he doesn't, then still he won't have the money to drop Hampus, and in turn meaning that the point of saving this gun was simply for utility, and Hampus back on a Mac 10.
Perhaps Jemmy will be able to hold it out. Few nades thrown once more. Does a little bit of damage. NIP stick around, still util in their bag to come through. Hampus lead the charge now, come out. He's able to find that one frag. Maybe that's going to be enough. Coming into the bench though, taking it all the way to the B site. That might be huge. X7 though, needs to be huge here. Auto sniper coming out, finding 1 kill. Sprays down through the smoke, potentially to find a second, but no. Nork now finds one from outside. He's trying to make that auto sniper work, but not quite in time. Smoke is just huge. It's amazing. Bomb is planted now. And NIP could still win this out if it's played correctly. X7 closing up the gap between themselves and his opponents. Not coming out from control room. Is it going to be fast enough? Ariel finding one. CTR returning soon. Jammy as well. Down to 1v2. Spray down from Ariel. HAVU, they've done it. Overtime now on the board. On the final map of the series. The one to decide who gets to go to the semi-finals. But now on the T side, NIP pushing through here on overtime, trying to get themselves right straight onto the board. Rez aggressing forward. He's able to find one. Hampus as well from outside. Works out, but Ariel, he's able to punish right on through. Peek out from outside as well from Heaven. Isn't quite able to solidify that kill either. X7 though, he's able to find one as the bomb does get planted. But NIP with a favorable numbers heading into this on the defensive now that they do have the bomb planted. Post-bomb scenario definitely favoring the NIP side as HAVU find themselves in a very rough spot. They're going to go for it though. Overtime. They cannot afford to not to go for it. And Rez finding that one makes it that much more harder here for X7. HE grenade thrown out. It's as if they know exactly where it's coming from, and they do. Rez finds the frag, 16 to 15, and it's NIP. Can they turn this into the win? Not really going for the B site yet. Doubling back on the decision. Going all the way outside once more. All 5 players collectively going. Ariel, he knows of this. Ooh, fakes up the ladder push, but no one is there to really hear that out. X7 finds one. Rez is able to shut him down to a 3 versus 3. But they are going for the A side. Zori holding it down. He's able to find the frag. HG grenade to be thrown. Will do quite a bit of damage. Does do damage onto Nork. Peeks out again from the other side. Ariel joins in from above. That's going to be that HAVU with the equalizer. 16 to 16. It's going to be a 2-front push here onto the A site as they start to trickle in, but they know they're going to drop down to the vents. Nork is able to find one as they die off guard. Jemmy does find the refrag, but X7 here, he's able to hold it down. ZTR finding one. X7 still alive here from ramp. He's able to find one, nearly the second onto ZTR, running out of time, getting the bomb plant under the smoke. In a 1v3, Plopsky can't really do much. Overwhelmed from the HAVU defense lines. The bomb did get planted, but it's not going to matter. 17 to 16 to be the scoreline on. Oh, Nork. Oh, barely visible. Oh, Pete coming through. He wins that one out finally. And now the trade does go through in NIP's favor. So many times they converged a first kill into a round win. Can they do it once more here? The CT side was the strongest at the start of this game. With 50 seconds remaining, Hampus though lining it up. Aerial able to shut that one down. Not going to be too much trouble. Flash coming through from X7 as he's trying to lure out the A site take. ZTR though has to fall back from this. Double ups on this. Goes on the higher ground. HG grenade to be thrown. Does a little bit of damage onto X7, but the drop comes through on B. And Plopsky needs to hold this.
He needs to go huge, and he's in an angle I don't think HAVU will actively check. And no, not even good for one. And the bomb goes down. NIP a 3 versus 4. HAVU proving their worth once more. And now it's the only opportunity NIP will get to retake this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Even when a solo man turns up to the occasion, Rez with 38 kills. NIP, this is it. Jemmy from behind. This is unreal. This man, position 1, nearly a second deny, but X7's there for the response, and while Nord's found himself another, it means nothing. 3, it doesn't matter if it turns 4 with this kill. They have no time. Map point HAVU, series point HAVU, and semi-finalist point to the Finns.
It's all up to timing. It is all up to timing. Nork will get flashed and smoked. That is not out of the question. But what Hampus can do from that position would be priceless to the game. Flash coming out, was able to line one up. Goes for the refrag, spray down. But it is a 1-for-1 trade in the end. 4 versus 3 on the 50-second mark. Flash being thrown once more. Nork not connecting the shot through the smoke. But HAVU right now, with the numbers disadvantage, taking it outside, taking it towards B perhaps. But the time is ticking.
This is it. NIP's chance for vengeance. They cannot afford to lose another round. And right now, HAVU are trying to put up exactly that. Zori's response, an aerial with another. From a 4 versus 3 to a 2 versus 2. As ZTR levels out the figures, X7 will plant the bomb. Do or die moment for NIP. The only opportunity they're going to get to try and keep their dreams alive within this tournament. And both players coming from ramp. Both players full HP. But that quickly demolished by the use of a grenade. A first kill could be found. Nork on HP. Aerial with 1. Nork against 2. Has found the first. No kit. Rather a kit but no smoke. As he taps the bomb, he has to stick it. He has to stick it. Is he going to pull this one off? No, he is not. HAVU, they win 19-16 in overtime, taking down NIP. And they will move through to the semi-finals.
Oh my word, HAVU have done it. Moving on to the semi-finals.